now is Robert Baines, President and CEO of the NATO Association of Canada. Good morning, Robert. Great to see you. What do you make of what we have heard so far in terms of the fallout from this drone strike? We know that Article 4 was invoked by Poland. Where are we with this investigation?
Yeah, well, it's very interesting. The fallout, as you say, is just about where it should be from the NATO point of view. NATO is based on the idea of defending ourselves. Every inch of territory has been the rhetoric that's been used since the invasion of Ukraine, that NATO would take every opportunity to defend its members. And of course, there are 32 members now. And something like this, an incursion of Russian drones, 19 of them, up to 300 kilometers into a NATO country's territory, that is exactly the kind of thing that we have to be hyper vigilant about. NATO has to show that it can respond. And when something like this happens, even if it wasn't kinetic, even if nothing expressly exploded or was actually perpetrated on a Polish military target or civilian target, what we have to do is to show Russia that we will respond, that we take this seriously. The communication aspect is key here.
Well, a lot of observers have said, you know, Putin was testing things. He wanted to see how far he could go. So what do you make of NATO's response? Has it been sufficient enough to deter Putin from carrying out another test?
Well, NATO, of course, is always, it's both greatest strength and greatest weakness is consensus. All of NATO has to agree when it makes an action. That makes it tremendously strong and forthright when it does make a decision. But if it can't come to a very quick summary conclusion where everybody, all 32 nations agree, it can leave something to be desired. So what I would like to see, and hopefully over the next few days, there will be some more consensus built over this, is immediate response as far as further sanctions, allowing for more weapons to Ukraine, and perhaps even positioning more military might in the border areas of Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, that border on Russia, to make sure that Russia knows if something like this happens, if they do something like this, we will respond. Think about what Putin has done since the invasion of Ukraine. He's created 2 new NATO members. He's hugely improved the military heft of Ukraine, but also NATO now has every NATO country spending at 2% of their GDP on defense. So these are the kinds of repercussions we need to make clear to him. He is the one making NATO stronger. And that is what we need to make crystal clear. Every time something like this happens, we are going to respond by becoming stronger and more vigilant.
Robert, we're going to have to leave it there for today. Robert Baines is the President and CEO of the NATO Association of Canada.